Hello, Jefferson families, and our health video this week, we are talking about sugar. Now, sugar is on our nutrition label here. We've been doing a lot of nutrition labels. So far, we've talked about the nutrition label. We've talked about calories, fats, cholesterol, sodium, and now we have sugar. And next week, it's calcium. So let's get started. What is sugar? Well, you've heard of sugar. You've had sugar before. You, my friends, are elementary kids, and your food intake is sometimes more sugar than necessary. Halloween just happened, and guess what? You had sugar. So let's talk a little bit about sugar. What is sugar? Sugar is a carbohydrate that adds sweetness to food and drinks. There's white sugar, brown sugar, raw sugar, honey. Honey's delicious. Maple syrup for those pancakes. Agave and corn syrup are all forms of sugar. Sugar is often added to food like desserts, soda, breakfast cereals, yogurts, energy drinks. I'm going to keep going. Fruit drinks, chocolate milk. Sugar is also found naturally in fruit, vegetables, and sugar. Some of the healthy sugars are something called fructose. It's like a fructose. It's F-R-U-C, fructose. So there are some healthy sugars. Fructose is one of them. Are all sugars the same? No. As you just heard me, some sugar, like in fruit, is fructose, which is a good sugar, a healthy sugar. You want to eat fruit, so that's good. No. Raw sugar and honey, for example, are not more nutritious than white sugar. All sugars, whether they are naturally found in food or added to food, are digested the same way. However, it is best to choose foods with natural occurring sugars. Fruit, vegetables, and milk, not chocolate milk, milk, are nutritious and have important vitamins and minerals. Chocolate milk, though delicious, adds sugar to it. So you kind of got to give and take on that part. Does too much sugar cause health problems in children? Yes, it does. It can. Food and drinks that are high in added sugars have extra calories and may have few nutrients. Too many sugary foods and sweet drinks can make children feel full and leaves less room for healthy foods. Too much sugar can get cavities all in your teeth if children do not brush their teeth and floss. Always floss. That's a side note completely. Floss at least once a day. It's good for you. Sugar is often blamed for behavioral problems and hyperactivity. So after Halloween, when you were running around all crazy like, and your family is just looking at you going, go to bed. That was all that extra sugar. Makes your hyperactivity increases. Not good. Don't eat candy. However, studies have shown that eating sugar makes a difference in the behavior of a child with ADHD. So that's a different subject altogether. Should I limit the amount of sugar children have? Yes, limiting food and drinks that are high in sugar is a smart thing. Children can enjoy sweetened foods and beverages in small amounts. However, it is important to offer a variety of healthy foods. So let's say you're at school and we're back to school lunches and you have your chocolate milk along with your plate of vegetables, the big old thing of carrots, some peaches as well. And then we have our nutritious lunch, that nice salad that you're allowed to have. That's all healthy foods there. And that sugar is a little bit of sugar in those peaches and a little bit of sugar in the chocolate milk. So having some sugar in your body or in your food is okay. Having a pound of sugar, not good at all. Should I limit food and drinks with something called high fructose corn syrup? Now, this fructose is different than the fructose that I was talking about. So high fructose corn syrup is an inexpensive sweetener similar to sugar. They use it because it is less expensive than actual sugar. It is mostly in food and drinks. It are high in calories and provide few nutrients. So, like those sodas and fruit juices, those are all the ones with the high fructose corn syrup. Now, what can I do differently? Instead of having a soda or a fruit punch or anything that had fruit drinks, try having water. Mr. Briggs loves it. And if you're thinking, well, water, I want some flavor to it, add a lemon, a lime, take an orange, put in there, some cucumber slices. Those are delicious. What if I were having sweetened milk like chocolate milk and yogurt drinks? White milk is always good. Homemade smoothies with milk and fruit. So you take milk, you put some fruit in there, You mix it up, delicious. Sugary cereals like those Cocoa Puffs or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, those are all high in sugar. You have plain cereals such as bran flakes, oats, shredded wheat, plain oatmeal. If you want, add bananas or strawberries to it. A bowl of Cheerios with white milk and strawberries, delicious. What about the yogurt? Oh, I'm having a big thing of strawberry yogurt. Mr. Briggs, that's healthy. How do they make that strawberry flavor? Sugar. So instead, add plain yogurt and just put the sugar in there. Put some frozen strawberries in there or cut up some fresh strawberries and just drop them right in there. Less sugar. What about the dreaded time of year, this time when there's tons of candy from Halloween? Then we go to Thanksgiving where you're having all those delicious pies. And then we're going to Christmas with all the cookies and cakes and candies. Ugh. So you can homemade baked goods made with less sugar. So instead of having the cookies from the store that are just processed in a factory, you can make your cookies that are less sugar. 100% fruit juice. There you go. Banana muffins. Ooh, make some muffins with bananas. And then maybe add a couple chocolate chips in there. Delicious. Mr. Briggs, I like my fruit snacks and my roll-ups. Well, you can have fruit with yogurt dip. So you have yogurt, you just have fruit, and you dip it in there. Dried fruits. If you have had dried fruits before, they are at the stores. They're a little more expensive, but they pretty much take out all the sugar. They're delicious, and you can eat them wherever. And then canned fruit in syrup. So let's say you go to the store and you get a can of peaches. They are delicious, but they're from a can, which they stay that way and they stay that flavor because there's so much sugars in there. So instead, you take that fruit and then you put it in and you drain out all the liquid, and you can even take a little water and rinse off all the juices on it. Or you can go to the store and buy frozen foods, because all the frozen food is fruit that they throw in a bag and they throw in the freezer. So those all work great. Now let's see here. So you can eat less fruit or eat less sugar. I am sorry. Great way. You can make your fruit. Something to think about here is how much sugar should we be having in our bodies? Let's see here. Here we are. Too much sugar in your body is a bad thing. We've talked about that. The average American eats 150 to 170 pounds of sugar each year. That's a lot. 150 pounds of sugar. You, me, people you know. That's the average. So you know people are much higher and there's people that are much lower. So we got to be thinking about what we eat at home. So when you're looking at the food next time, your nutrition labels, look at the contents of it. Is there any protein in it? How much sodium's in it? Wow, that has 40 grams of sugar. A can of pop has 40 to 50 grams of sugar. 40 to 50 grams. Well, water has none. Let's say you have to have that pop. You need that pop. I need that Pepsi. A Pepsi has about 50 grams of sugar. A Diet Pepsi has 0 grams of sugar. So there's simple ways to cut out sugar in your life, but it's up to you to do it. So thank you guys. Enjoy the videos that are right below. I really enjoyed these videos this week. Perfect. There's tons of good information on there. Remember, submit your stuff. See you guys.